Hello, I'm Joel Daring with the International Volleyball Hall of Fame. We're speaking one-on-one today with members of the induction class for 2014. This is Volleyball in Perspective. I'm joined by Sandra Pires of Brazil, who will be speaking to us with the assistance of our interpreter. Sandra, welcome.
Thank you.
You helped introduce beach volleyball to the Olympic Games, earning a historic gold medal with partner and fellow Hall of Famer Jackie Silva at the 1996 Atlanta Games. That partnership also resulted in 2 consecutive FIVB Tour Championship titles and a gold medal in the 1997 Swatch FIVB World Championships held in Los Angeles. You are being inducted for a career that spanned over 2 decades. Among many achievements, you were selected as the AVP Rookie of the Year in 1994, and you competed in 3 consecutive Olympic Games with appearances after Atlanta in both Sydney and Athens. You've long been recognized as one of beach volleyball's all-time greats in a career highlighted by reaching the medal podium in 110 events, including a remarkable 20 victories. We want to start with this question. How old were you when you first started playing sports, and how did you get started in volleyball?
Yeah, I started playing volleyball when I was 11 years old. And my first sport was track and field. And I studied in a public school, and I had an opportunity to study in a private school that have a volleyball. I have an opportunity to play volleyball. That's my opportunity.
And that's what got you started?
Yeah, in a school, yeah.
How big is your family, and did you get some of your athletic ability from your parents?
My family is big, but my immediate family, consistent of my brother and my parents. And I think in part I inherited the abilities from my parents, because they were tall and stronger, and it helped me with my sport.
So when you were growing up and you were getting involved in sports, did you have some sports heroes?
Yes, and do you know Ayrton Senna from Brazil, the Formula 1 racer? Well, in the most of the Sunday morning, I woke up with winning theme song from him, and was a very excited.
So that gave you some motivation and got you excited. What are some of your most memorable moments in volleyball? What are the biggest moments?
Well, the first moment memorable for me when I won the gold medal, because I just started my career. And the second one, it's when I won the bronze medal with Adriana Samuel, because we are not favorites, and we did out ourselves, and it was important in my second medal. And equally, the third Olympic game, when I lost the medal, but I was a very good team, strong team with Ana Paula, and we expected a better result, and we lost and took a better result than 5th place. And I didn't accept this result until today.
Well, let's go back then, because an early part of your career, you were teamed with Jackie Silva. And that was quite a partnership, and you forged a lot of success together. What do you think were her greatest strengths when you looked at her playing? What made her such a great player and such a great partner?
Yeah, he has a mental Yeah. I didn't remember her afraid during the game. Never, never. She's has a strong personality, and in the game helped me a lot because I was young when I started play with her, and I follow her, and the ability is here. She's has a lot of abilities. She can hit the ball wherever he wants, and Sarah, it's perfectly. And for me, she helped me a lot.
How old were you when you first started playing with her? And how many years did you play together?
We played together since we started 94 and finished in the middle of the year in 98. 4 years we played together.
So I saw a quote from her, and Jackie Silva said about you that you were as quick as a cat and as ferocious as a tiger. What do you feel your greatest strengths were? That's how she felt about you, but when you think about how you played the game, what were the things that made you successful in your mind?
The team or about me?
About you.
Yeah, I think I'm aggressive in the game. It's wonderful when you are aggressive in the game, but outside of the game, it's a big problem in the life. I have a problem in Brazil because I talk in the car and unbelievable. It's not good, but for the game, it's amazing. It was amazing, and motivated. I always motivated when we was to go to the beach to practice every day, hard practice, and I always motivated to play, to get better. That I think motivated and aggressive is my...
Well, that certainly would account for the success you had over such a lengthy career. It's such a demanding sport. Did you have any particular obstacles, any tough challenges that you had to overcome during your career?
Yes, a lot. When I started I was 17 years old, and I was in a university, in a college, and I had to do a lot of decision and to break the barriers in my career. For example, the distance that where I live to train to, and I have to take 4 buses.
Wow.
And in the morning and afternoon, yeah, 4 buses to go and back, and did again, and in the afternoon, and I have to make a decision to stop to the university in that moment, in I think 1991, and I have to stop it.
Wow.
And the distance, because
So it took a lot for you to be able to train. You're traveling daily, multiple times,
yes,
trying to juggle, being a student,
yeah.
committing to this life of professional career, really.
Yeah, and I didn't know if what I can.
So then what is it about volleyball when you were playing that really the essence of the game that brings you joy and happiness?
I love competing, especially against USA. It's wonderful. It was wonderful. I like competing. I like hard game and difficult games. It's more motivated me.
So you certainly like challenges. We can see
Yeah.
that. Well, then let's talk about interesting final then in the Atlanta Games, right? You're not playing the USA. So what was that like, an all-Brazil final? What, in preparing for that, talk us through that, what your mindset was, because it is a unique situation. There's a gold medal on the line. It's your folks from your own country. So what was that like?
Well, for us, it's easy play against Brazil than USA because we played a lot in Brazil and we know each other. And Adriana and Monica, the silver medalists, we beat them the most of the time before Olympic Games, and we were confident. But during the final, I was nervous because they changed the strategy.
Strategy, yeah. They changed the strategy.
They changed the serve because the most of the team serving Jack, because Jack is very good setter, and I have I was young and the energy I had a lot of energy and power, and it's a good combination. And they changed the serve for me, and oh my God, they changed. And Jack said, "Calm down, relax. We are the best. We can win this game." And I'm trying to relax during the game. And the first set, and the second set, we are normal. We were normal to win the game.
Wow, so that's a huge adjustment because you were used to taking a lot of serves, taking the reception, and then getting the swing.
And it keeps concentrate.
And you were and that's your comfort zone. So they tried to take you out of your comfort zone, but it didn't work.
Eu não entendi agora. I don't understand this
question.
question.
Their strategy of trying to change when they played against you didn't work for them.
Yeah, didn't work. In the first set, almost work, but we won the first set. Jack tried to keep my mind focus, but I can't. And we won the first set, but the second one, we played. We did know.
Get back to track.
Yeah.
It gives us some great insight on the strength of that partnership and what it takes to be successful. Two people out there together, and sometimes it's not the play. Sometimes it's the mental approach or just staying together. So we've talked a lot about that early partnership, but you mentioned these other partnerships you had. Talk to us about how difficult that is to create new partnerships and then gain success, on the court.
Well, I learned a lot with Jackie, and it's helping me a lot to play to another players, and you have to adapt to different players and different strategy and different personality. Yeah, wow, imagine. The women's, it's difficult but I always tried my best, and the individual technique. If you did your individual technique, helps a lot the team, and it's normal in beach volleyball. Sure. You have to change it, and Jack is 12 years older than me, and she has to stop. And Adriana did the same, and I had to play with another players, right, and to adapt her faster than I can for keep the best results.
Well, it's great. It's just great for us to be able to, again, just be able to get a better look at the challenges that you faced. So how about on the other side of the net, the challenges on the other teams? Who were some of the greatest players that you played against, and maybe the toughest competitors to get a victory against when you think back over your career?
Well, against USA, Well, was a difficult game because the Americans was a pioneer in this sport, the beach volleyball, and they always is difficult for us because Brazilian, it's how can I say, we are
Passionate.
não, eles são
Olha para lá.
eles são frios, mais frios.
Ah.
They
The Americans are colder. They're
The Am-
very.
Yeah, the America are colder than Brazilian. And during the game, independent of the score, they keep the focus and the
So
And
they
the-
didn't have they were not so much a team that had the big highs or the big lows.
Yeah,
They remained
yeah.
their style was even keel. You probably didn't see them change much. They kept their focus.
They're stable.
yeah, they are stable than us, than Brazilian. And always was difficult to play against USA, especially Kerry Walsh and Mr. May. Wow, they won 3 gold medals. And Kerry Walsh had 3 babes. And in each Olympics, she stopped and had a baby and come back and in a very good shape. And I said, my God. And they taller than me. And
Sure.
it's easy to play, and I have to be always in my best physical to try to high jump to play against them.
So you were in the sport a long time. What are some of the changes that you've seen over the course of time in volleyball and in beach volleyball?
I saw a lot changes in the rules. For example, the ball, the serve can touch the net,
Right.
and now can't. And the players can touch the net. Now the players can touch on the bottle. And the no more side out. But I think the most changed.
Important.
The most important change was the size of the court. The size of the court.
On the right. Do outro lado, do outro lado.
The size of the court, I think, was the most change because the game was faster and
Dynamic.
be more excited for the public. Exciting. Yeah.
Well, you are obviously a very popular player. You're known worldwide, and you have a lot of fans. Maybe you'd like to take a minute and say something to your fans in Portuguese.
Much easier than me. Não. Obrigada. Dá um oi lá para os brasileiros. Obrigada de coração, todos aqueles que sempre torceram por mim. Agora eu estou aqui no Hall da Fama e realmente é uma conquista, talvez a maior da minha vida. Qualquer atleta sonharia, né, em chegar aqui. E eu estou aqui muito feliz, né, e queria dividir com vocês um pouquinho da minha felicidade. Com certeza, toda essa energia que vocês sempre me passaram estão aqui também. E muito obrigada de coração mesmo. Um beijo.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and I tell about maybe here,
That's fine.
it's the most important victory for my life, in my life, to be inducted in the Hall of Fame was amazing. Every player's dream to be here, and for me, I like to say thank you.
And that was going to be my last question, how you felt about being inducted. You just answered that. So as you were preparing for this, what was going through your mind when you prepared to come here for this event?
Well, in truth, And since I won the gold medal, I was dream to be here, and I have to wait 18 years. But I just like to, I'm kidding. I just like to say thank you a lot for the FAVB and the Hall of Fame for me to be part of this team. It was amazing.
Sounds like a dream come true.
Yes.
Well, congratulations on this honor. We've been speaking with International Volleyball Hall of Fame Class of 2014 honoree, Sandra Pires. This is Volleyball in Perspective, and I'm your host, Joel Daring. Thank you for watching.